Hey everybody, it is a cold, snowy day here in Bellingham, Washington, and while my wife Kat, is off with my daughter at a spa day, I'm going to take a little trip around and visit a couple of places. First of all, we're going to hit Henderson's Books, which is right around the corner, and then I'm going to head over to Comics Place, and then swing out by Ritual Records, and then by then they should be done. And then we're gonna go have dinner. It's her birthday, so big time, big fun. Let's go see some books. Hi, how are you? Excuse me. I always start here in the western section to see if they have any Frank O'Rourke, and they've got this, which I already have, which is a great book and I highly recommend. And then they have this divided out into science fiction and then mysteries. As you can see, there's a ton of stuff. They've got some horror stuff, but it's very, very minimal. Most of it is relegated to these kinds of boxes. And there's even this kind of stuff up here. It's easy to get lost. See all that stuff. I hope no one's motion sick. Gets motion sick. Alrighty, look at this. Here we go. Well, there's the front. Geez, I don't even think I've been over here. There's a whole other room back there, but I think someone's in it and the space is kind of cramped. All right. Well, at this point, I'm not going to bore you with too much with me digging through stacks. I'll see what I get, and then we'll head over to a comics place. Okay, so nothing was there. I mean, there's lots there, but I found a couple things. They're usually pretty good about stuff, but just nothing that caught my interest. So I'm heading over to Comics Place now, and let's see what's there. Okay, we're here at Comics Place, run by the great and lovely and talented Django Boren. Let's check it out. All right, so didn't get anything there, but it's a great store. They've been around forever here in Bellingham. Django's doing a killing job at the way he's curating that whole thing. They've moved a space or two over the years, but yeah, just a top flight organization. We're gonna head down to Ritual Records, and we'll see how that goes. Speaking of great stores, Ritual Records it's just a bomb. So let's go check it out. This place is like old school tower. Feels very similar. We don't get demonetized by them catching whatever's playing. As you can see, it's a lot of CDs. entire wall is filled with vinyl. Blu-ray. Just goes on and on. Corey runs this place, and he's really turned this place around. It used to be a great store, but now it's even better, I think. As you can see, look at this. They even have a ration of VHS. How great is that? Let's see. Anybody remember this stuff? I remember back in the day being a new age buyer for Tower, and record stores used to, radio stations used to come in and talk to me and then rob me of all my recommendations. Next thing you know, the things I'd be recommending would show up on their playlist. Let's see. In the jazz section. Just so much good stuff. I don't see this guy hardly anymore. Cassettes. Tangerine Dream. Easy come by. There you have it. Again, I don't want to sit here and do crate diving videos, but you know, wow. God. Great record. Another great record. This guy grew up in my hometown. All right. Well, again, Ritual Records here in Bellingham. Very, very cool. Let's go look over here real quick. Just, again, so much good stuff. My only sadness is that I'll never be able to hear it all. I try, as you can tell, you guys. But yeah, there's just so much. Some of it you can take and we can leave. But yeah, such good stuff. Which is spiritualized. And we had to hit here too. All right. Come on. Come on. Punky Meadows. God, I could be here for all day. Just leafing through stuff. So we're going to do one last thing before we leave. It's a time-honored tradition. Let's see. No Gino Bonelli. What is that all about? Alrighty. Well, I'm going to do some shopping now. And I won't bore you with all that. That's going to about do it. I may come back on in a second, but for the most part, Bellingham is a college town. And so a lot of it, a lot of these reflect that. And, yeah. Come on. Guitar, baby. So that's going to do it, guys. Just thought you'd want to come along and see what we got here in our town. There's just so much stuff. All right. So thanks for coming along, and we'll talk to you later. Oh, one last thing I should have checked. Behold, the mother lode of chest hair and Aquanet hairstyles. By the way, this is a great record. Some of you won't believe me, but all right, we'll see you. All right, so that's going to about do it. I drove over here to Fairhaven, which is just a little north of Bellingham, because there's a great bookstore here called Eclipse that I go to an awful lot. And unfortunately, I got here with, and they have new winter hours, and so they're closed. They were closed today. So I promise I'll come back here on another day and give you the full tour, because this store is like Henderson's. This store is just terrific. So that's going to be it for my day out. I hope y'all enjoyed tagging along. Remember, there are episodes posting every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning at 5 a.m. And on those shows, I'll recommend all sorts of cool movies, books, and music. And that ought to do it. Barring that, we will see you on Monday.